Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Stefan and welcome back to the Army Only Challenge on Extreme Difficulty. This species, this empire, is insane. The fact that we managed to survive up to episode 5 is quite something, and is something that I honestly did not expect. I've done a few runs beforehand, and even with this empire, Grand Admiral without scaling is intense. And right now, we're engaged in 2 wars. So I honestly didn't know what's going to come out of it. We might survive or we might die. It all depends on whether or not we have planetary shields. Let's see if that happens. Alright, so last we left off, we were just invaded by our pacifist friends in the north and our not so pacifist friends over in the east. This means that we're now at a 2-front war, and these guys are not at a forced peace with us, so this might or might not happen. But for now, I'll just defend against these 2 guys, and for that, I'll just need to fortify Savasik and DM, in addition to, of course, Cadia. Cadia doesn't seem to be under bombardment right this instant, so we could potentially really quickly resettle some pops. We have plenty of armies here, but considering how we're having the brunt of the enemy forces attack Cadia, it's gonna have twice as much bombardment as Savasik and DM. Plus, Savasik and DM can be mated to fortress worlds, which is gonna make them a lot more survivable. So for now, we're just gonna try to resettle as many pops from here to here, and upgrade the civilian fabricators to make sure those pops actually have jobs. And let's also put on some robot assembly plants. Right now, Cadia stands at 21 pops, which might actually go down over time, depending on the level of bombardment from our friends. Oh, wow, they're retreating. That works. Alright, let's see if we can establish any offices or anything. 19 pops and 19 pops, so in about 20 years. For now, let's reduce our costs and maximize our energy credit production. That way we'll be able to build more when time comes. Alright, let's actually go for starholds. We're going to need star fortresses after this to be able to actually research habitats. And we're also just now getting the invasion from our east. Now let's see where these guys actually go. Oh, never mind, we can't actually know where these guys go because we don't have communications. Martial dictatorship as a pacifist. Really? How did they have warrior culture with pacifism? What happened to these guys? They must have gotten ideology enforced or something, because that seems a little wonky. And the 3rd war is here. Alright, this wasn't too big of a surprise, but this is going to mean that we're going to definitely want to declare martial law on this planet. And now the market has been established over in LR, that is not us, but now it means that we have access to the market and to buying and selling all the goods. What this also means is that the prices for alloys are just gonna skyrocket. 3 of the empires in this galaxy are definitely at war right now, and now they're gonna be buying up alloys as much as possible. I think we've just achieved galaxy brain here. Go to war to sell alloys to your enemies. Yes, this is the way to play. Alright, looks like their fleet is back. And Cadia is under bombardment. Actually, that's their transports. 600 army strength is quite a lot. Cadia is only at 0.03 devastation per month, so that's relatively decent. And that's unfortunate. No shields. The fact that we do have something that costs around 10,000 does indicate that we have tier 3 technologies available to us. So I'll just research low-tech technologies until we can get it. Yes, alloy prices have skyrocketed. Ooh. Please don't tell me these guys are gonna help. Just go somewhere else, please. Please? Pretty please? Okay. Well, 0.10 devastation per day. I think Cadia is lost. Our other planets may stand, but Cadia will be no more after this war. Fortunately, we did resettle some pops, so that's quite alright. Alright, what is this? Another fleet. Okay, that means Savasik is going to be under bombardment by probably 2 armies. Yeah, that's going to be quite unfortunate. Another artifact. We have a grand total of 1 artifact. Okay. Alright, at least alloys are high in terms of price. In fact, it's gonna be way cheaper for us to just make alloys and then buy everything else. Let's do that. Alright, looks like there's now ships at Sipux. So Sipux is still not getting bombarded. That is quite surprising, but that's probably not gonna last. We are at 43% in one of the wars though. Eventually I'll be able to peace out from the war with the pacifists. Katie is gonna go to them though. There's no way we build enough armies fast enough. Okay, now Sipux is under bombardment. Let's see. After this technology, we might be able to get shields. If not, all these planets will fall, except for Sipux maybe. We're pretty far in war with a lot of these guys. So we might be able to withstand. Okay, peace offer. What is this? Impose ideology. That would kill our economy, so we can't do that. Let's see how far they are from status quo. Woof, woof, and woof. Alright. No status quo yet. Okay, is that 100% devastation? Armies are still getting built, but it's probably gonna be too late at this point. No shields! What is this? And now our research is tanking because all our planets are getting wrecked. I believe in Cadia, but I also believe in realism, and these numbers are just far too superior. Yep, Cadia is lost. I wonder, do the pacifists have claims on me? They do not, and the fact that they're occupying us means that no one else can occupy us. Alright, that's actually very interesting. That might work to our advantage. So if we have their armies over our space, we might want to let them land and not let the others land, because we're going to peace out, and once exhaustion reaches 100, status quo is going to be a thing. But if we can deny planets to other empires, and these guys seem to be the only ones with armies around, I still want to keep the planets, at least while their devastation is low. But after that, the pacifists are going to do a nice job holding the planets for us, and also recovering them from devastation. Now our greatest worry is that our economy is going to go bad, but to counter that I'm just going to build a bunch of alloys. Alright, peace offer? Yeah, these guys cannot do claims because as pacifists, they can only do claims in a defensive war, as far as I remember. Savasix Prime is under danger of being lost to these guys, which we do not want. Fortunately though, we do have a fortress world over here with a mining world designation. God damn it. Alright, let's fix that real quick. Fortress world, perfect. But the devastation is rising up very quickly, although our armies are getting built pretty fast. We might be good here. Alright, let's see. Oh my god, planetary shields. But 100 of a month. Okay, well that means that the next war, we will have access to planetary shields. But unfortunately, this is not the next war, this is this war. And now we're at high war exhaustion for one of the thingies. Alright, at this point, Subux Prime is becoming more of a deficit than anything.
Attacking enemy assets.
Let's give in.
Savage hordes touching down. Colony claimed by the enemy.
Alright, now this colony is going to be in the hands of the pacifists. Can't really do anything. They're at 100% devastation, so armies wouldn't really matter anyways. Our economy is broken. Now our allies are going into the negative because we have no minerals, and we have no minerals because we have no energy. That's a nice death spiral right there. Peace offer, whatever. Of course the pacifists want peace. That's not surprising. What's interesting though is that these guys are getting war exhaustion faster than the pacifists are. The pacifists must have researched a bunch of the technologies that allow them to have a lot less war exhaustion. We're back in the negative for energy credits because we're selling so many alloys. Yes, I love war. When we survive, if we survive of course, we'll be able to have planetary shields and alloys for days. And alloys equals money. Money, money, money. Alright, looks like the pacifist armies are coming back. Fortunately, we can now settle a status quo. Oh, okay, so it looks like we're going to lose some systems if we do. Although we could alleviate pressure at DM. Yeah, they're about to take DM. Let's not let them do that. Peace. Alright. Now they're not about to take DM. And in fact, these guys' borders might be close to these guys. Let's check. Oh yeah, it definitely is. Alright. So that means that DM is now safe. Perfect. The only planet we might lose at this point is Savasik. Not bad. That's a lot of army power. Fortunately, Savasik is going to be pretty much immune until the rest of the war. Alright, looks like these guys are going to be busy for quite a while. That is very nice. We're also getting extra ally production. That's going to go straight into the enemy's war economies. But that is quite alright. We're making bank out of our enemy's war economies. In fact, holy sh... 336 for monthly trades. That outperforms every other aspect of our economy. Yeah, that is quite insane. We're also getting clone armies now. These guys can really be spammed, so that's going to be very nice. Shields plus clone armies equals GG. And these guys are finally reaching a lot of pops. And so are these guys. Alright, perfect. Once the truce runs out with these guys, we'll be able to establish a bunch of branch offices. And we should be good. Planetary shields and research complexes. Perfect. I don't think we're gonna have any use for planetary shields at this point, except for maybe this planet. Orbital bombardment damage minus 50%. Yes. Star fortresses. Perfect. The next technology is probably gonna be habitats because they have such a high rate of actually appearing. Let's see, Savasik is actually giving us a deficit. So let's do the same thing we did with the other planets. After we get the planetary shields up, let's just go ahead and embark all the armies and give this planet up for occupation. That way the enemy will have to bear the cost of upkeep, and they'll be able to rebuild our planet. Alright? Beautiful planetary shields up. Now we have basically no devastation on this planet, meaning our armies are basically immune to orbital bombardment, which is wonderful. But we still do have an economic incentive to embark, so let's just do that. Save upkeep on armies, and save upkeep on the planet. Strategic surrender, yes. The only problem is Sipix is not going to be under attack, or not. Sipix has already been invaded. All of our planets have been invaded, and now we only have the safe spaces. You know, I'm not too opposed to that actually. And our economy is doing great. In fact, I can make it do even better. Let's sell more alloys. Now all we really need is influence and energy. And we'll be able to establish a bunch of branch offices. Status quo. A new perfect empire will be created as an ally subject to the compact of La Grama out of 3 occupied insane systems. Oh, I guess that didn't happen. Okay. And now our planets are basically restored. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Ooh, that's a lot of armies. Fortunately though, we have plenty of armies on the world that have been already occupied, so that's actually not a problem. The fact that the other empire occupied our planets and then gave them back to us means that all the defensive armies respawned. And now we have reached 100% war exhaustion in this war. And this? This is survival, baby! This is survival. Alright, so now we have still not lost any planets so far. Even though losing Cadia was a very high possibility, we did not lose it. We did not lose it because the pacifists were so kind to occupy us. That's actually amazing. Oh, I didn't know it was going to play out that way. Yeah, having pacifists as neighbors is just plain amazing, it seems. That's insane. And now we're making bank from selling energy credits, and we'll be able to establish branch offices absolutely everywhere. This is going to take us well into the endgame. We have survived the hardest part of this challenge, and now with shields technology and habitats soon on the way, we'll be able to do pretty damn well. We can also build a couple of shipyards and reclaim the systems we lost. It's good to be at peace again. Haven't been at peace for this whole video. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did enjoy it, please consider leaving a like and commenting on my video, because that helps the YouTube algorithm and more people can see what is going on over here. If you want to see how we take on the endgame crisis, please stick around and subscribe, and also join my Discord. We're gonna have a nice 3-week multiplayer game starting on December the 15th, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be a surprise weekend multiplayer game. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.